I'm Anton.
Ah! My name is Keisuke Kusawake. It's currently lunchtime for us. I win! I was faster! I win! And this boy is Gajumaru Byodoin. His name is really interesting, but his father is apparently the headmaster of some kind of traditional Japanese flower arrangement school and is a really big deal. He was spoiled by him, which led to this very round child. Normally he's a common kind kid that can get along with anyone, but... Hey, let's play catch, dude! You be the catcher! Okay! You're the goalkeeper. Cool with me. But when it comes to food, no one can stop him from consuming. Hey, you gotta leave some behind for me, too! Yeah, that's not fair. You're eating all of it, Gajumaru. That's insane that the rule for our lunch is finders keepers. It's literally not fair. Yeah. Gajumaru-kun is always incredibly fast when he eats lunch, so even when there are leftovers, he ends up eating everything. We want to go for seconds from time to time, but we haven't been able to do it. We want to have seconds sometimes, too. I was excited for today's fruit punch, too. Everyone was slowly becoming more and more irritated by Gajumaru-kun's behavior. Then one day, every single person in this class is upset because of Gajumaru-kun's behavior. It's literally not just his lunch, it's everyone's lunch! We all decided to bring up the fact that we were upset with his lunchtime behaviors with our teacher during the seminar. Every single person argued against him.
Alright, I'm sorry, but starting tomorrow, you can't have seconds, Gajumaru-kun.
Huh? Fine! But the following day...
Hey! Just what in the hell is going on? Huh?
Gajumaru-kun's father showed up and barged into the classroom.
Sir, we're in the middle of class right now. I pay for my son's damn lunch fees, don't I? But you're gonna say that my son isn't allowed to have seconds? Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
We're all paying for our share of the lunch, too. Gajumaru-kun's dad seemed to have a lot of political power and was very intense. Because of that, our teacher wasn't able to say anything back to him, and Gajumaru-kun's ban seconds policy ended up getting canceled right on the spot. Afterwards, even when we talked about lunch to our teacher, he stopped being able to help us out at all.
But you know, I'm just a teacher too, so I can't really do anything about it with the parents breathing down my neck.
But... After that, Gajumaru-kun got carried away with his behavior and started digging into the lunches before they were even distributed out to the class. It's so good! So good! I was looking forward to eating that seaweed rice! It's so good! My fried bread! And one time... Hey, let's get that food out and deliver it to everyone before Gajumaru finds it! Yeah! The two of us who were supposed to handle handing out everyone's lunches all ran from the gym after fourth period and immediately headed towards the kitchen where everyone's lunch was being cooked. But... Huh? Gajumaru-kun had already reached the kitchen and was eating directly from the vat of food. He apparently came straight here after finishing gym class. I'm so hungry! Why are we the only ones that aren't able to eat? That day, our class was the only one that ended up without any lunch at all. After class... This is literally not fair! Our own teacher won't even listen to us! Yeah, this is totally unfair, and you're totally right in being concerned about this. We all held a meeting in secret from Gajumaru-kun and the teacher. The smart and elite class president, the leader of the girls in the class, and the most good-looking but also wild boy in the class. It was a ragtag team of people that you would never expect to be together, but we didn't even care. We all had the same goal and the same enemy, so we teamed up. Then, I have a suggestion. Even me, the leader of the geeks and introverts. I showed them a graph of what I was thinking about. What's your plan, dude? Please, tell us about your plan, Keisuke. I came up with a certain plan. How about we use this on this day, huh? The second that everyone saw that, I see. Yeah, just might work. It'll work. We prepared for X day that was coming in 3 days. We had our forward operations base along with a scouting team, a cooking team, and the operations team. Each of us were selected to fit our suited roles to make operational teams. Like this? I think we need a little bit more gelatin. I printed the package with my PC yesterday. What do you think about it? Yeah, I love it. All right, everyone, get together. This is how we're going to tackle today. It was finally the day that everything was to go down. Cooking ops, you're up. Roger that! We were all in charge of the lunch distribution, so the second the 4th period bell went off, we sprinted out of the classroom. Excuse me, Anton-san! We went straight to the source. We found the truck that was delivering all of the food for our lunch that day. We had to make sure that we could beat Gajumaru-kun to our lunch. We just wanted to get the jelly real quick. Then, it was finally the day that everything was to go down. Cooking ops, you're up! All right, it's perfect. No matter who looked at it, it just looked like a regular old lunch jelly cup. But inside was super extra hot death sauce jelly using the hottest of sauces. We had made up fake packaging for this day and completely replaced it with the packaging from the original lunch cups. Lunchtime. Strawberry jelly today, huh? It looks so good! Gajumaru-kun immediately locked onto the dessert. Attention! Huh? We're not going to let you just take it all. We all lined up with every single operational squad protecting the lunch. We had a defensive formation around the cart. This was, of course, all part of the plan. It was so that we could pretend to defend our lunch so Gajumaru-kun wouldn't find anything suspicious. He didn't care. He was charging full force like a fat kid to candy. Stop him! Stop him! But everyone who got in his way went flying. He was like a fully loaded semi-truck with how much lard he was lugging around. Stop him, Hatakeyama! The one kid that showed up, the good-looking leader of the top of athletics, Hatakeyama-kun. Leave it to me! He's part of a youth basketball team in the area, but... What? Gajumaru-kun seemed to have incredible athletic prowess when it came to lunch food. Not a single one of us was able to stop him. Touchdown! How was he able to move so fast with that massive body? All right. This jelly is all mine. I'm going to take it all without a care in the world. Gajumaru-kun took all of the jellies that were meant for everyone and... The teacher saw the whole thing unfold and just turned the other way. It must have gotten too awkward for him to stay because he left the classroom. But it's all part of the plan so far. All right, thanks for this food, guys! Gajumaru-kun didn't notice the fake wrappers at all. He just started eating the blood red jelly on the spot. This is so good! All this jelly is mine and you get none! However... For some reason, it was supposed to be super hot, but Gajumaru-kun continued to eat the jelly like it was nothing. Is it not working on him or something? Hey, Gajumaru-kun, do you feel strange at all? But right at that next moment... What's going on? Gajumaru seemed to slowly feel a strange sensation building up. It's so hot! The super spicy jelly had a delayed effect, but it started attacking his tongue and throat with stinging and burning pain. What is this? My tongue! My throat! The entire class started laughing up a storm after seeing him suffering and writhing in agony on the ground. Guys! You ate this jelly made with super spicy hot sauce. But that's horrible! It was a trap! Huh? Horrible? Trap? Oh, come on, don't be so rude. We just happened to exchange our own jelly with some of the spicy jelly. We had no intention of harming anyone. You just so happened to steal it from us. Come on, Gajumaru-kun. There's more jelly for you to consume. It's all yours, right? Better eat up. Serves him right. He must understand what he did now. He won't be taking all our food after this. We were sure of our victory when right at the next moment... It's so good. Huh? It's so good. Then Gajumaru-kun, he was probably barely able to stay conscious, let alone move, but he started scarfing down that jelly once again. The spicy sauce was well over 100K Scovilles. It was spicy enough to make a grown man pass out. That's impossible. That's right. Gajumaru-kun's brain had completely shut out the pain receptors. He just ignored the pain and continued to shovel the jelly down his fat gullet. It was no longer a human there anymore. It was just a human incarnate of gluttony. You're kidding me! This isn't enough to stop Gajumaru? He had passed through all the barriers we had set up, and we felt a sense of dread wash over us in class. On top of that... Lunch. Huh? He was after the lunch wagon that was behind me. Keisuke, careful! Ah! Gajumaru-kun came charging full speed. Then the next moment... Huh? What happened? Suddenly, everything fell silent. Gajumaru-kun had already lost his consciousness. His body may have not felt the pain, but his body was absolutely having a reaction to all the spiciness. His body was taking damage. We did it. We win! We were able to finally defeat the dessert-consuming monster that was devouring our lunch. We can finally just eat regular lunch now. Great job, everyone!
What's going on here? Oh my god.
That's when Gajumaru was taken away in an ambulance. Luckily, his life wasn't in any danger, but Gajumaru-kun apparently continued to throw up for the whole day and the whole night. A few days later...
Sir, about here. This is assault! I'm gonna sue each and every one of you, so you better be ready!
Gajumaru-kun's father once again stormed the classroom, but this time...
Sir, how about you cut the shit, you goateed freak? I don't know and don't care how special you are in your profession, but teaching your own damned pig how to respect himself is part of your job too, right? What?
The teacher was also furious because he wasn't able to eat any lunch either. He chased away Gajumaru's father with incredible determination and show of strength.
Damn it! I'm gonna report this to the Board of Education! Huh? Please don't! Anything but that!
Yeah! That was awesome! You're actually really cool. That was seriously so badass, like a hero or something.
Guys, you guys really did hurt Gaijima on purpose. Once he comes back, we need to apologize to him for what we've done, okay?
Yes, sir. We realized that we probably went too far, so we all agreed that we would sincerely apologize to him when he was finally back in class. A few months later... hey, guys. Who's that? Gajumaru-kun had lost a bunch of weight and come to school. Well, I haven't really been able to eat much of anything after that whole thing, you know. Gajimata-kun, whose stomach had shrunken down quite a bit, had a reduced appetite as well. He stopped consuming everyone's lunch afterwards as well.
My name is Fumikazu Yamakawa. I finished my long-term business trip 2 days earlier than expected and was on my way home, excited to see everyone. My wife Chisato and my daughter Yui don't know that I'm coming home today. I'm home!
Honey!
Dad!
It's because I wanted to surprise the two of them with my arrival. I was just imagining the two of them smiling and overjoyed with my surprise return, and I leaked out a grin. I bought a bunch of souvenirs too. However... Huh? You need to put the girl and the knife down! Just give up! Shut up! If you don't want me to hurt this girl, then you need to shut up! I was shocked to see what was waiting for me when I turned the corner to my house.
Help me!
Stop wiggling! Calm down, kid! Someone was standing in my second-story window, holding my daughter Yui hostage. I was so shocked by what I was seeing that my brain froze up and I wasn't able to move at all.
The situation remains quite tense, with the criminal holding what seems to be a fairly long knife.
There was a large gallery watching the whole thing unfold in front of my house. There was even TV reporters reporting live. Excuse me! I'm the father of that girl that's up there! What the hell is going on right now? What happened? I decided to just talk to one of the police officers there to try to get an idea of what was going on. Are you the father?
Dad! Dad!
That's when Yui seemed to notice me on scene as well. Yui! Yui! Apparently, someone broke into my house assuming that no one was home early in the morning. However, Yamada-san, a woman who lives diagonally across from us, saw him breaking in and immediately called the police on him. The police showed up and surrounded the house. The intruder was out of places to run and hide, so he grabbed Yui to hold as a hostage has been holed up in my house. Ah! Get the hell back! No one come close! However, as you can see, the situation wasn't looking too good. The intruder was very set up by everything and was not calm at all. Police weren't able to move as they didn't want to further irritate the criminal. An hour had already gone by since the hostage situation began. Why is this happening? I was completely panicked and wasn't able to process all this information. Please, calm down. Fumikazu-kun! Sir! Ma'am! My wife's parents, who live in the neighborhood, also saw the live news and came over to our house. The two of them were completely soaked in sweat and seemed very pale in the face. Why wouldn't they be? Their lovely granddaughter was involved in this situation. They probably never assumed their granddaughter would ever be involved in anything like this. What about Yui? Is Yui okay? I just got back from my business trip too. It was right at that moment that I came to a realization. Wait, what about Chisato? I noticed that Chisato was nowhere to be found. Chisato should have been home with Yui at this time of day. No. Chisato might already be... I imagine the worst case scenario could feel a chill run down my spine. I'm just gonna call her and see. She might be hiding somewhere inside. Maybe she's safe and just waiting.
Please, Fumikazu-kun, call her.
I decided to call Chisato, fully expecting it for it to just go straight to voicemail. Please answer. Please, be safe. I just prayed that she was safe and that she was unharmed. Then...
Hello?
Chisato? I heard Chisato answer her phone, sounding happy and almost delightful even. Oh, thank God. You're okay. Well, where are you right now? What's going on? I figured that she was probably hiding in the bathroom or in a closet somewhere here so that she wasn't getting found by the intruder, but...
Now? I'm just hanging out with Yui, just relaxing and chilling.
Ah! Are you okay with this kid getting hurt? I'm gonna do it! You need to lay down your weapon and just give up. You're not going anywhere. The house has been surrounded. I repeat.
The situation remains incredibly intense.
Once again, I couldn't process this new information, so I couldn't find the words to say. I instinctively put the phone on speaker and made sure everyone could hear. Mainly, I wanted to make sure that my father and mother-in-law could both hear her clearly so I wasn't crazy. Whoa, what do you mean you're just relaxing with Yui? Whoa, what are you talking about?
Huh? Did you not hear me? I said I'm at home with Yui, and we're both just relaxing, rolling around, you know?
Huh? It was very clear that Chisato was lying. She didn't realize that I had already made it back home.
What? Did you want to hear Yui's voice or something? I'm sorry, but she's in the middle of a nap right now, so...
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait a second. Are you assuming that I'm cheating on you or something?
Chisato didn't even know that Yui was in this hostage situation, but continued to yap away.
Just so we're clear, I'm not having an affair with you. Honestly, I've always been thinking this, and I'm a little suspicious of you, you know? Are you sure you're not cheating on me? Are you sure you're not on a business trip? I have something that I need to talk to you when you get back.
Hey, Yui is literally a hostage right now.
Huh?
Damn it! You're such an annoying, stupid kid!
The intruder has left the window and gone back inside.
I'm so screwed. At this point, with all these people around me, I'm done for. Damn it! I should have just taken the money and ran away without waiting around. I should have just left while I could. At this point, I should just...
Dad!
Is that Yui screaming in the background?
What the hell? What's going on right now? I need you to explain what is going on right now!
Chisato finally understood the situation that was going on right now and started to panic. I'm the one that wants you to explain right now! You should know best about what's going on with Yui!
Huh?
You're with Yui right now, right? You're just relaxing and she's just taking a nap, right?
That's, well...
Then why the hell is that very same napping Yui a freaking hostage right now? I couldn't hold back any of the rage from my wife at the time. If Chisato had just stayed in the house, then none of this would have happened. Just get the hell back home right now! We can talk about what you're doing and who you're with after this is all over. Got it?
Yeah, okay.
I hung up the phone. Is SWAT here yet? Well, there's apparently a really bad traffic collision on Route 12, so they're stuck there.
The special response team from the local PD seems to be delayed, and the situation remains to be tense.
At this rate, we don't know what he's going to do to the hostage. I'll go! I'll save you and myself! Sir, you cannot go! The intruder is armed with a long knife. You should also avoid stimulating the intruder at all costs. But... I wanted to go save him directly, but it wasn't very realistic. Yui! Yui! I was so upset with the situation. I was unable to do anything to help out with anyone. I just had to pray for you to be saved.
Please, stop! Please get away from me!
Don't worry, Curly. You don't need to be afraid. Police and I were both unable to move and were unable to do anything. We were all frozen in place and frustrated when... No!
Okay!
Huh? What was that? Did you hear a voice right then? We heard what seemed to be a man's voice coming from behind the house. There's a ruckus coming from inside the house. You can run into any room you like, but there's no point. This is the second floor. It's a little bit too high for you to be jumping out This is it for you! Huh? What the hell? Where did you come from? Then...
Dad!
Yui! Yui!
The daughter seems to have been released. She has just come bursting out of the front gates now. She has been rescued.
The handyman that happened to be on scene helped save our daughter. The whole situation took a surprising turn. The intruder was arrested and Yui was rescued. Thank God! Thank God you're okay! I felt relief like I'd never felt before. I thought that I might never be able to hold you in my arms ever again. Thank you so much. I don't know how to thank you enough. Oh, please. You don't need to thank me.
Thank you, Anton-san!
I'm sorry for scaring you, Curly. I really had no intention of hurting you.
Mr. Intruder!
The criminals seemed to have really given up on everything, and the whole series of events came to an end. And right around that time...
Yui!
Chisato arrived on scene in a rush.
Oh, thank God you're safe, Yui!
Chisato went to hug Yui, but Yui quickly ran behind me.
Well, what the hell? I rushed all this way for you because I was worried.
Yui isn't too horribly hurt. She was probably terrified like never before, though. So where the hell did you go, huh? Why don't we get that out of the way now?
Well, I was out with some of my other mom friends, you know?
Chisato was still continuing to lie and was going to continue lying even after all this happened, but... You said that you were at your house and relaxing with Yui. Why do you need to lie to Fumikazu like that?
Dad? Mom?
Chisato's parents had already heard everything as well. Eventually, Chisato gave up and just coughed up all the details.
I'm gonna go out for a little bit, so you just use this to buy whatever you want, huh? Mom!
Chisato had apparently left the house from the night before. She had gone out to a hot springs trip with another man. From what Yui says, this kind of thing had happened a few times while I was away on a business trip.
What the hell? I only slept with him like once or twice. I'm a frickin' woman too, you know? What's wrong with chasing satisfaction as a woman, huh?
Surprisingly, she started getting mad at me and trying to shift the blame.
It's your fault for constantly leaving me all alone at the house too. You're just as much in the wrong. The man that I'm cheating on you with is so rich. He always meets me when he's so busy. I'm going to get with him. We're getting a divorce, get it? A divorce! Come on, let's go, Yui!
Apparently, she'd been sleeping with this man regularly for a long time now. Why did I marry a woman like this? I was frustrated and mad at myself for believing someone like her without any doubt in the world. Right at that moment...
No! I want to be with Dad!
Huh?
You better cut the shit! That's enough of that, you disgusting cheating daughter!
The fact that you're our daughter is the most shameful taint in the family tree that is possible. But...
My father and mother-in-law both were furious with a rage that would make Satan himself tremble in fear. Chisato was unable to say anything after that. Later, we talked about everything that would happen afterwards, including said rich guy as well. We got a divorce, like you may imagine. I'm really sorry. That's not gonna go anywhere anymore.
You were working and going away because of your job, Dad. It's not your fault.
I didn't realize that this whole incident would lead me to finding out about Chisato and who she really was. All bets are off. Let's just take what we can and leave nothing behind. Yes, please. Afterwards, I talked to a lawyer and we sued her for an incredible amount of damages payment.
Fine, that's totally fine by me. He'll pay for it all without any issues. He's nothing like you. He's in a whole different class.
She didn't even try to negotiate lowering the price. Chisato accepted our asking price for damages payment. However... Huh? It turned out that the man that she was sleeping with was also already married. His wife also sued her for damages, so the total amount that was to be paid for was an incredibly high price. But he said that I was the only person for him. And the best part is that the man apparently ran away from her. We've cut ties.
Huh?
She ran crying into her father and mother's arms, but... You're a complete stranger to us from now on. Do not ever step foot in this household again. Chisato had her ties completely cut from her family. Her life took a tumble like something out of a book. Afterwards, Chisato had no way of making money, so she started stealing from department stores to try to sell them away, but... She is currently placed under arrest and awaiting her trial with the judge. Alright, Yui, let's go fishing next weekend, huh?
Oh, yeah, I want to try going.
I decided to go back to my parents' house for a little while until Yui's emotional trauma was able to heal up. I'm finally able to think to myself that it was so much better for me to discover my wife's true colors now. I would have felt horrible if something messed up and she ended up getting custody of Yui. I don't know what happened to Chisato after that, but... You're the scummiest human, huh? It didn't matter. Yui and I were living happily.
That's such a horrible drawing.
This is the worst thing I've seen. So horrible!
I'm sorry. My name is Misato Miura. I'm in the 5th grade. I showed my mom and dad a drawing that I drew at school right now, but...
I have a higher set nose.
And I'm supposed to be way most fit and not around. Can you fix that crap?
Okay, guys. Dad, Mom, look! See? I scored a 92 on my test. My younger sister Mayu came home and showed off her test scores immediately.
Wow, look at that. You got such a high score.
You must be some kind of genius!
And what about you, Misato?
You were supposed to have a test today too, right, Misato? Wow. I'm sorry. I really had no other skills besides being able to draw. That was all I could do. After seeing the horrible results, my dad and mom...
Please stop drawing so much and just frickin' study some!
You need to be more hardworking and study harder. You're the older sister, right?
I had to deal with them chewing the crap out of me.
It's because you've got this crap lying around you all the time. I'm going to take it all away from you until you're finished studying.
Wait, stop! My mom took all of my drawing utensils away from me.
All right, well, let's go out to celebrate Mayu's great test scores. A treat for all her hard work and effort.
That's a great idea!
Yeah! And so I ended up staying at home all alone and studying. I wonder why I'm so stupid. I've always been athletic. No matter how much I study, I was always at the lowest of lows for grades as well. I just can't get any good grades to save my life. On the flip side, my younger sister Mayu was always top of the class. I got top of the class again! First place!
That's incredible!
You really are our daughter. That's my girl.
Mayu, who had a bright future ahead of her, and me, who could only draw. Slowly but surely, Dad and Mom started to just focus their love onto Mayu. A few days later... Sorry, Mom.
It's fine. Just go back to your room now.
I got a horrible score once again, but my mom actually forgave me without much of a fuss.
You know, I think it might be a good idea to have her get looked at by a professional.
Yeah, we might actually consider talking to a doctor about this. That night, I overheard them talking about me like that. They must be thinking that me being not very bright is some kind of disease or something.
Here at the National Anniversary Art Museum,
We have art from the artist who used innovative and shocking concepts to present a new way of art. Mr. Alberto Speisman's exhibition is being held. You can see the amount of people who are here to check out the exhibition.
You must be out of your mind. I'm never gonna be accepting that kind of low-level interview. Who the hell let him through?
Well, but sir, the TV station is already there and...
My expression has been completed when I have finished drawing the art piece. Look here, I will not explain my artwork in such a cheap and horrible vulgar way like that to the media. If you still insist on asking me to be interviewed, I will cut your throat in half with this painting knife!
Ah!
I'm gonna get a breath of fresh air.
Wait, stop! We're about to open very shortly.
I want to be left alone! Do not follow me!
You know, I've heard rumors, but he really is a difficult person to get along with.
That day, I was by the riverside, drawing like I normally do when... What? I turned around and noticed that there was a weird old man standing behind me.
This drawing? Did you draw this?
Huh? Yes.
I see.
For some reason, the old guy started trembling after seeing my drawing. That night...
Enough is enough! I thought you were actually focusing on your studies, but this is what you've been working on! What the hell is this?
I was drawing quietly in my room when my dad saw me and started furiously snapping at me. Oh, sorry, Dad! My dad caught me with my study notes filled with drawings and doodles.
Oh my goodness, how many times do I have to say that drawing doesn't make you any kind of money?
But I just really like drawing and...
The world is not all sunshine and rainbows. You can't just draw and make enough money to survive with just drawing.
That's right. How the hell do you plan on paying for us and providing for us in the future?
You're only good at drawing, huh? You're such a useless human!
This is right around the day that my dad started saying some shocking things.
I don't need anyone whose only thing they're good at in this world is drawing. I said I don't need that!
Huh? After hearing my dad's words...
Fine. I'll leave the house then.
I decided to run out of the house. I figured that I was going to leave this house sooner or later anyway. I figured that I would be only very sad if I just stay in this house. My family didn't even try to stop me when I packed up my stuff and was leaving the house.
You're that girl from... Why are you crying?
Oh, you're that old guy from the river. After leaving the house, I was wandering around aimlessly with no idea or inkling of where to go next. But I happened to coincidentally run into the older guy that was at the riverbank today. I told the weird old guy what had been happening to me and why I decided to just leave my house. Then...
Do you want to come with me?
Huh?
Alberto-san, can you tell me who that child is?
She's my secret daughter. I haven't told anyone about her.
The secret daughter?
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. Apparently, this older guy was actually someone who was very important. I looked at all the real paintings that were on the wall, and I was so shocked when looking at them. I had to remind myself to breathe a few times with how shocked I was. Wow, that's so amazing! The place that he had brought me to was an art museum. 10 years later.
1.2 mil!
1.3 mil!
1.5 mil! 3 mil.
Here at the ORE auction site, there is a single painting that has certainly been the topic of interest for everyone participating. The painting in question was drawn by the Misato Miura-san. That is all the hype when it comes to art products nowadays. Her products are currently being traded for incredible jaw-dropping prices. She began her career as a graphic designer and illustrator before moving into corporate advertisements and public artworks.
Misato?
Just last year, she produced many fashion products in collaboration with the Enamel Galaxy Company Limited, where she swept the fashionista world. She has been highly valued in the international art scenes and was nominated as one of the 108 top influential people of the world this year.
Yeah, but this is really something else.
It's really incredible that one piece of art would be this expensive.
Oh, please, it's all thanks to you. Well, look at how much they love your artwork. 2 years ago, a social media post I made was what made everything take off. Huh? There's just non-stop notifications on my phone. I was finally widely known as an artist, and from that point on, even the mass media began to pick me up and introduce me. I currently have been spreading my work to overseas as well, and I am finally part of the group of world-renowned artists. But anyway, thank you so much, you two. I appreciate your help in preparing the private exhibit that's going to be coming up shortly.
Oh, please, it was nothing. Don't ever hesitate to ask us for any kind of help again.
I really don't understand art at all. I can't wrap my head around it.
Would you like to try drawing?
Huh?
You're very good at drawing, Anton-san.
I used to do a lot of working and wood carving back in the day.
I invited the 2 workers from the handyman company that I got help from over to my studio at my house.
This is really difficult.
The general theory behind the value of a piece of work is a balance between the following 3 points. The balance between demand and supply, artistic value, and rarity or scarcity. But artistic value is totally subjective, and you really don't have to bother trying to make things out to be perfect every single time either. You should just draw whatever you feel like drawing at the time.
I can't draw what I want at all.
This is...
There are a variety of standards of beauty depending on the day and age and even the location that you're showing your art as well. Even though it may be of no value to someone, it may be of incredible value to someone else. There is no such thing as an absolute value for a work of art. I personally really love your drawing, Raleigh-san. It was right as we were all drawing our artwork together.
Misato. Dad.
Excuse me, I'm coming in.
Excuse us?
Huh? Suddenly, someone showed up at my studio.
Someone just walked into her studio without asking.
We heard that your art was being traded for a pretty insane price.
You need to give us one of your art pieces.
Do you know these people, Miura-san?
They're my family.
Huh?
There stood my family members. I hadn't seen them since I ran out of the house that day, but for some reason the 3 of them were all completely torn up.
Well, what the hell did you come all the way out to my studio for? Well, actually... Oh yeah, absolutely. You're going to make a killing off of this. So you've got to just send that money over right away.
From what my dad said, apparently he was part of an investment group that suggested fake investments and demanded money from clients. But one day, the police found out about his group and he was arrested.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Honey? After he was released, he had to pay back a lot of his clients, so he borrowed a lot of money from the Yakuza, and his whole family is now drowning in debt.
I'm so hungry, guys.
How the hell could this happen?
It's your fault. What are you talking about? How?
We ran away from Yakuza who were demanding our debt to be paid off. I needed a lump of money right away.
One day, they found out about me and came all the way to my studio to see me.
Sato, we've missed you for so long. We wanted to see you so much.
We were so worried about you. You just ran out of the house on us like that.
Sis, I wanted to see you so badly.
So come on now, okay? Please save us. Your drawings sell for an incredible amount of money, right?
We just need one drawing. Just share one of them that is worth about 3 mil or something.
You've got so many, right? Just share one. It's not a big deal to you.
It was clear as day that they were after my money, and I couldn't bring myself to say anything. I just pitied them. 10 years ago, they literally told me that my drawings were worthless. It was right at that moment.
This is unacceptable. This is like a collage of all of the disgusting parts of the human condition.
Huh?
Yet another person showed up in my studio. Huh? I feel like I've seen that person before.
That is a big-time artist in the world.
I better believe something.
What? You came, Dad?
Dad?
Yeah, my plane had just landed a second ago.
You guessed it. After that whole incident, my now stepdad had taken me in when I left the house. Then he taught me everything he knew there was about art and drawings.
You've got a very special talent, kid.
Really? I didn't realize that the old guy that I ran into at the time was the giant of the modern-day art world.
You lot completely screwed up your judgment. You only focused on how the younger sister kept getting good test scores, but you didn't even bother thinking about what Masato had. You have no idea how many tears were shed when she was younger, just because of your lack of understanding. And I'm sure you haven't even bothered to think about it. Masato is my family now.
Dad.
You get the hell out of this studio now!
My stepdad was so furious and angry that my biological family had given up and left the studio.
I'm so hungry.
What are we supposed to do now?
It's fine, don't worry, I've got a plan. That night, you once again snuck into Masato's art studio. Alright, seems like no one is around. Obviously, it was because you wanted to take Masato's drawings.
Our own daughter drew the drawing, so technically it should belong to her family as well.
There's one. I've got it.
Yeah, look at this sensitive and delicate balance. This is absolutely going to sell for an incredible price.
I think I could sense the flow of the times with this one.
It's got a great color choice.
Alright, get on inside. We found exactly what we were after before we quickly left the studio. Now we are proud owners of a $3 million painting. We were immediately heading to the art museum to sell this painting.
Sis can do those drawings, so I wonder if I should try drawing too.
That's a great idea. I think we should use that money that we get from selling the paintings to get all the things you need to draw.
But right at that moment, a car smacked into the side of the van that we were driving to get away. We were involved in a pretty bad traffic accident. Ah! The impact sent our car flying onto its side.
Are you okay, Mayu? Yeah.
My whole family seemed to be doing perfectly fine with no major injuries, but... I finally found you. You had to make it difficult for us, huh? The person who hit us was a Yakuza who was trying to get the money from us. They must have been chasing us down. But please, wait a little while longer to return the loads. We have a means to return the money to you. We've got this drawing. Luckily, Masato's drawing was perfectly intact and unscathed from the crash. Huh? This is worth $3 million. If I just sell this, then I'll be able to pay off everything real quick. The next day.
It looks like the drawing that I drew was stolen.
I'm sorry. That's my fault for not managing all of our drawings more carefully.
You could just draw another one, okay? We had visited the art museum to try to sell off the art, but for some reason, the art piece didn't even sell for a single penny. All right, let's get going, huh? No! We would then put on an underground auction to return the debt we owed to the Yakuza. Sold to the Red Dokai Clad!
I have no idea what happened to my family after that, because they never showed up around me again. I continued to draw paintings like I always have, and live my life with my lovely stepfather.
Take that! You're gonna get it!
This is my dad back in the day.
Mr. Darkmaster was a wrestler who specialized in rough fighting, illegal moves, brawling outside the ring. And known for his extreme, dangerous techniques. He was the evil charisma.
My dad was the most powerful villain wrestler in the country.
The Shark Fin Bento! Please wait a moment!
And this is my dad now.
I can't believe he runs a bento shop now.
I never saw my dad when he was a wrestler, so I don't know what he was like. I'm Asuma Hideto, a 5th grader. It's hard to believe, but before I was born, My dad was a villainous wrestler. But I never even saw my dad get angry.
Take this Wagyu steak bento!
Okay. I help out at the bento shop my dad runs after school. This high-end bento shop my dad runs is a super popular place, and there was always a line. That's why we've also been getting help from a handyman.
I'm here, Hideo.
Oh, Sawamura-san. Then, when I was in the 4th grade, Sawamura-san, who was in the same class as me, came to see me.
Thank you for being nice to Hideo.
Speaking of which, Usui said something to you again, didn't he?
Yeah, it's okay. It's my fault. By the way, we have one problem.
My name is Usol.
After we became 4th-year students and the class was changed, we had a new teacher who just started working here.
The teacher doesn't look that nice.
He seems a bit gloomy.
Hey, be quiet over there!
Uso-sensei, the new teacher who just started working here, was already getting angry.
I used to be a pretty bad kid, so I don't know what I'll do if I get angry. For the next year, please don't make me angry. The old me might come out.
Usui-sensei was a pretty strict teacher. This person is our homeroom teacher. From then on, fear would run through every day in my class.
Don't be ridiculous! How many days have you come to school without bringing your textbook?
I'm sorry.
If you forget something, he gets really angry.
Shut up! This is a place to learn, not a playground.
I'm sorry.
Come on, it's lunchtime. If you talk in the classroom, you'll get in trouble even during break time. It's lunchtime, though. But because of that, the atmosphere in the classroom was always tense, and even lunchtime was as quiet as awake. School life wasn't fun at all.
But Hideo's dad seems like a kind person. I think he might be my type.
What? Okay. And then...
Mazuma's family runs a bento shop. I'm Asui Tadashi. I'm a primary school teacher. On my day off, I was killing time by looking at personal information of my students in the student records. I'm hungry. Cooking is a pain, and I don't even have a wife at this age. I'm gonna get crazy. Wait a second. At that moment, I came up with a great idea.
Why was I called? I was suddenly called to the staff room for no apparent reason. I did my homework, and I've been serious about school.
Your dad runs a high-end bento shop, right?
What? Yes, that's right. Then the teacher.
Then bringing 3 bentos for the teacher is natural, right?
What? Bento? When I heard those words, it suddenly dawned on me. You're ordering bento? Thank you. 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner? I thought the teacher was going to use our bento shop, so I immediately took out a notepad and wrote down the order, but...
For free, of course.
What? I couldn't believe my ears. For free?
Yeah, that's right, for free.
The teacher said to bring the bentos for free.
Of course you wouldn't take money from a teacher who's taking care of you, right? And don't tell your dad.
I couldn't say anything because I didn't want the teacher's old self to come back.
What's wrong, Hideo? You look a little down.
It's nothing. So I had no choice but to accept the teacher's request. And the next day, I took 3 bento boxes on display in the shop. I'm off.
All right, be careful.
Why do I have to steal from my own house? I felt really bad for my dad, but it's to get on well at school. I endured the shame and took the 3 bentos without permission. I brought these.
Oh, thanks.
And I handed the bento over to the teacher as he ordered. Alright, thank you. I didn't want to do it, but it was just for today. I tried to leave as I told myself that, but...
Don't forget it tomorrow, too. Every day.
The teacher's order wasn't just for one day. From then on, I ended up taking the bentos every day without telling my dad, and brought it to the teacher for free. 3 months later...
Thanks again. Let's see, for tomorrow. I'll have the specialty eel bento, the wagyu steak bento, and...
By this time, the teacher had started to make specific requests about the kind of bento he wanted. Yes, but that day finally came. I'm home.
Hey, welcome back, Hideo.
I came home as usual, but...
Hey, Hideo. Recently, the number of bentos have been decreasing. Do you know anything about that?
My heart nearly jumped out of my chest. I don't know. The bentos are decreasing. I wonder what's going on. Alright, I'm so tired, so I think I'll go to bed. I pretended to know nothing, but...
It's still 3 p.m.
I couldn't hide the obvious agitation.
And you've been looking a little down lately. Does it have anything to do with that?
The next moment...
Hideo?
3 bentos had disappeared every day for 3 months. Dad seemed to have noticed.
Hey, Hideo, what's wrong?
The crushing feelings of guilt got to me and I couldn't stop crying. I finally told Dad everything about the teacher. The teacher told me not to tell Dad. I knew I was going to get in trouble from the teacher. But I didn't care anymore. I didn't want to betray my dad, even if that meant losing a place for me at school. Then my dad... Dad? He was more angry than I'd ever seen him. He was always so calm and never got angry, so I was surprised. But soon he returned to his normal self. Dad? Wait, was it just my imagination?
I see. All right.
What do you mean, all right? Dad made sense of it on his own, and didn't say anything more that day. The next day...
I'm Rijujimo Tetsuji. I saw on the internet that the legendary retired wrestler Mr. Dogmatter had been located. So I came all the way to ask for his autograph. I'm now a freelance Yakuza. I heard he's running a bento shop now. At that moment... Ah! That guy also has an autograph sheet.
But suddenly a man who emitted a terrifying aura crossed in front of us.
Is that? Oh, prawn tempura today. Itadakimasu. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby.
I don't know what the teacher would do if I break my promise, so I delivered the bento to him today, too. And as I was dozing off by the window... What? Dad? I saw my dad crossing the playground and heading towards the school. Why is he here? No way. And immediately... Sensei, run!
Huh?
Run right now! I told the teacher to run away because I had a really bad feeling about this.
What's wrong, Hideo? Did something happen?
This is bad, Sensei.
Why do I have to run? Run where? What?
Dad! It was already too late. My dad arrived in my classroom.
The huge man who suddenly appeared in the classroom looked like Hideto's father.
Sensei, I think that bento is ours. Why are you eating it?
Then it hit me. Damn! Hideto must have told! That bastard Hideto must have complained to his parents. What a pain in the ass. Oh well. Good thing the dad seems like a mild-mannered guy. Fortunately, Hideto's dad may be big, but he's got a spineless look on his face. Hideto brought it to me. As a thanks for always taking care of him.
What?
Even though I said it was fine, he's trying to earn points with the teacher. I decided to just go straight at him. Or what? Are you trying to say that I made him bring it? This type of dad can be dealt with by just glaring at him. Ugh. I tried to silence him by giving off my usual intimidating presence, but...
Yeah, that's right. That's what my son said.
What is this guy? It didn't work on Hideto's father at all, and on the contrary, I got intimidated. No, don't be intimidated. This guy is just a bento shop owner. What are you saying?
I heard you were a bit of a delinquent in the past.
What?
What a coincidence. I was a bit of a delinquent in the past, too.
Hideto, who's your father?
He's actually a former professional wrestler.
Wrestler?
The villain kind.
The villain? And I realized for the first time at this moment, I picked a fight with the wrong person.
Hey, you. You've got guts taking our bento from my son. Is that what teachers are supposed to do? What's the point of becoming a teacher?
Ah, my ear!
Hey, Dad. I tried to set my dad on the spot, but...
When I was in elementary school, everyone made fun of me.
What? The teacher started crying.
So I thought I could be a big shot if I became a teacher, and I worked hard to get my teaching license.
This teacher became a teacher to act cocky to his students because of a trauma from his time as a primary school student.
What is that?
I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll pay for everything up until now.
The teacher apologized without shame, but...
You think crime will make it okay?
What?
My dad was already in fight mode.
I'll show you a real villain.
Her! Ah!
That's the evil pile driver!
What a shock. I tried to run away at once, but I don't know if I was having a brain stroke or what, but I couldn't even stand up straight. What? When I came to, Hideto's father was up in the air. Ah!
Whoa! The dog sold moon press! Incredible!
That was the first time I'd ever seen my dad's true form.
What? I can't believe I'm seeing this in person! I'm glad I came!
No, now's not the time to be impressed.
Stop him!
And, with the help of Anton-san and the other two, they were finally able to stop Dad. A few days later...
Hey, can we go to your place next time? I want to go too.
Of course. After this incident, the teacher promised us that he would become a better teacher in the future. Since then, he has become more mature, and school became fun again. Dad was our hero.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Come back again for more, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.